and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Four-time 1,000-yard man, Arian Foster. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Johnny Hecker.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And Sanders now to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And 8.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. Paul Posluszny, the linebacker, brings him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Off of play action, it's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Seahawks nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Foster, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On the run, it's Foster. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
28-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rodgers now on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for, and that's caught inside the 30.
In your face!
Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley, 62 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. William Golston able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, this complete to Henry over the middle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It's 4th down.
Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. 7 yards the pickup there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Watson's pass.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
33-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down now. It's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, yeah. Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A first down carry for Foster. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And on the keeper. Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Carl Joseph. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
hammer and stand, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could talk to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cover first and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Alvin Kamara, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Reggie Wayne, 79 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the...
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Walker with it over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Brady. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They run the counter. Walker. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, it's Walker.
Walker again the ball carrier. The tackle made by Eric Rowe. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24, Marino. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Marino. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's the reason we ball for circle right.
Again, it's Marino. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here we go again with Marino. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks
are no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
Brady's pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They run again with Walker. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Walker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Adam Thielen. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 30-yard line.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
To 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Marino. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the 5th. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Marino. He's going to air one out. Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. He's going to let it fly. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. And Gronkowski's going to go. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Alvin Kamara. His second touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now look at him go. The 40. Past the 20.
Bring in the second string.
10.
Bring in the
5,
second string.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Brady now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
DJ Chark.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Marino will throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, when I hit that, okay, when I hit that, cause I ain't like it, okay, when I hit that, okay, when I hit that, yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, when I hit that, okay, when I hit that, cause I ain't like it, okay, when I hit that, okay, when I hit that, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Brings up 3rd and
for the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the gun, Rivers. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up there.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They go play action. Rivers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Rivers. This is Johnson. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll run with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
The ball carrier.
The veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall, up to make the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
15-yard line.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a look.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nothing but daylight ahead.
All day.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking deep for his tight end. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
5-yard line.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Dexter Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy. You have to
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
If you were me,
all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've got plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
He was tackled.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Adrian Peterson, 43 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Lions. 55 yards. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They run again with Peterson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 16. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now left side on the swing pass. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
4-yard line.
They try again with Peterson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Peterson on third and goal. And this time he is in. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Ertz, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Bucker on for the point after.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Rivers here to throw. He's got Burton here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Carved that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
She right got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is Jalen Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to keep it here.
Carr on the keeper. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
43-yard line.
Carr gives to Richard. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. Already down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. He put a score in here. Long way to go, but you're right. That's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10. At the Bears.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Another Las Vegas first down.
Here's Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Bowls over it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
Makes it
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
That's complete to Mooney. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Trubisky to throw again. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Bears first down.
Now Trubisky on first down.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And the coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Back to the air. Trubisky after the pick six. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Nicholas Morrow.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky to Allen Robinson. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
On the ground, Richard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 34 yards there. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Richard. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Carr. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do
accelerating, and off he goes. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand seed. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up third down and
on third down, here comes Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. 20! And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.